Let's get it. Hey, 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 hey. Clip City. It's your host, Active, coming to you with another one and an exclusive man. We on the road as promised. I know you ain't seen me in a while. Apologies. Welcome new subscribers to Active Sports TV. To my subscribers, my day ones, salute to you all, man. I gotta go ahead and come through. I apologize for the shortcomings. You know, it was vacation on the way. Just came back from Cancun. Yes, man, I just came back from being international. You know, the agenda was to get more content and, upload while I was over there, but didn't go as the plan. But we don't stay stuck in the past. We just move forward and go along with what's going on in the future. So, top it off, let's go ahead and get into this breaking news. You see it in the title. Your host, Active, and put it in the title. Kawhi is now cleared for 5-on-5. That's why I had to give the praise to the Lord on that when you did. Yeah, we are being blessed, Clipper fans, to with great news in this great December holiday season. Gifts is coming early for Clipper fans. Kawhi Leonard is participating on 5-on-5s. Ty Lue answer some questions on Hoop Jabs. Y'all go and check out Hoop Jabs, Hoop Chefs, man, when it comes to all the exclusive content outside of your boy Active Sports TV. Go and subscribe, like, do the same here, subscribe and like. We about to cook a whole lot to unpack. Now that Kawhi Leonard is about to touch the floor in the up and coming weeks, we know that we're now on a 4-game road trip. Our first game, our first test coming up against Dallas, which we've already settled that, and I'll break down and give you the facts and the updates upon what transpired in that post-game recap. But we got a back-to-backer out there as well, may I add. It's about Kawhi. It's about the claw at the moment in time. I'm excited. You see, I'm in a hotel, man. I'm getting ready to celebrate my baby girl birthday. So y'all go ahead and put in the comments, give my baby girl a big shout out. Happy birthday, man. We doing it big. Family coming together. It's been a week of just festivities, funds, and family, man, and celebration. So blessings to you all wherever you at. Wish the well for your family, and that all the holidays go well for you guys, as such as it's going for me and mine. Now, Kawhi, saying ain't so, man. Saying ain't so, you're not playing with me, right? This is what's going to happen, right? We're going to become the most dominating team on both ends of the floor. I believe so. This is what I'm stepping out on a limb and saying, you feel me? Bold takes from this point going forward on Active Sports TV. Listen here. We have held it down. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the team. Norman Stormin Powell, James Harden, Fear the Beer, Big Zoo, my boy DJ. That's my DJ, holding down Chris Dunn, the anchor. We've been doing what we needed to do to stay afloat, competing with everyone in the league. It's a toss up at this moment in time, East and West. No team has really stood out and really catapulted themselves to, besides possibly OKC and possibly Boston, throwing a couple of others, but outside of those teams, no team has really stood out and mandated their dominance within the league. And I feel throughout this early season, one team has done it on one side of the court, and it's by far, surpassed expectations from myself going into this season. The Clippers are the most dangerous defensive team in the NBA. Listen here and let me break it down to you. I know you're like, what are you talking about? We are a top six defensive team without Kawhi Leonard, the most dynamic defensive player to ever lace it up and hit the hardwood. One who made his bread and butter of becoming defensive player of the year consecutive years back to back. This man is a defensive wizard. That's only going to catapult us throughout the roof and make teams have a living hell when they come to the Terror Dome, the Intuit Dome, when they have to face a lineup such as Chris Dunn, Norman Powell, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Avisa Zubac. Then who's coming to replace Terrence Mann, Amir Coffey, um, Derrick Jones Jr., these guys are pests. And then we have our safeties, our lockdown safeties, and Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr. These guys are going to make Kawhi Leonard life easier on the offensive end, and he's going to get multiple chances now at taking over the game offensively and getting second chance opportunities created by the defense, creating these things and creating these second chance shots, creating these fast break points by getting takeaways, by getting stops on the other end. It's going to be a madhouse. I don't believe the NBA world is quite aware of what's about to happen when the claw hit the floor. Now, you can say I'm putting a little bit on it. You can say, hey man, Kawhi ain't never been healthy. He hasn't got through a season. Shut your damn mouth. We don't jinx around here. You bet not say that around here. Active sports don't tolerate that type of talk. If you a Clipper fan and you an active sports subscriber, we think positive around here. Until it happen, it ain't gonna happen. And Kawhi Leonard will show the world that he will take the Los Angeles Clippers to the promised land. I believe for the first time in all of Kawhi years being here, our organization has done things the complete right way by minimizing the risk, by being transparent and with the fans, with the media, also within the coaches and the organization within itself. Everybody is on one accord. It made things better going into the season to where other players jump willingly into those roles and blew out expectations on what was expected when they first took those roles and was assigned those assignments. Now, feeling good, gelling, chemistry, everything is starting to gel. We're 4 games above 500 without Kawhi. Also, to add, you have to add that we've been without Norman Powell for close to about 4 to 5 games. Derrick Jones Jr. has also been out along this run. And now currently we are out with our heartbeat, our face, the anchor and Terrence Mann, who's now been out for up to close to 2.5 weeks. And with all that being said, we're fifth in the Western Conference as we speak. Now, moving and switching topics, let's get into the post game, folks. Last night game, we had to go ahead and travel to Dallas, Texas. Upon arrival, I was anticipating that Kyrie Irving would play, but unfortunately, he was a late scratch, which does my heart no type of wavering, or I don't have any sympathy for it. At the end of the day, we without Kawhi, we've been without Derrick Jones. Hey, it is what it is. It's now fair. It's fair game. It's fair ball. I'm looking for us to still take advantage and do what we do. We hit the floor running. They came out aggressively, just to find out also that Jalen Hardy, who I believe is just a dynamic scorer that gives us a fix every single time that we play him. I was worried, and him being available for Dallas and the absence of Luca, that he would step into his role like other times, because this has been our rival. We've seen these guys so many times. We know their personnel up and down. And Jaden Hardy is one of those guys that you gotta check on a scouting list. You got to make sure that you do the scouting report on him. You assign things, play around his strong suits, and to see that we was gonna get some relief in him not playing, as well as Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, was a relief. But like I said before, you know, no boo-hoos here. No tissues being exchanged. Ball get thrown up. It's time to play ball. It was also a bright spot in the uplifting, you know, thing for Clipper fans to see that Derrick Jones Jr. made his return quite early than anticipated. So now strengthen, our roster. We now, get ready for, when Kawhi return. Majority of our players are now becoming healthy. We can become, a healthy full roster. Get our chemistry up. Everyone can fulfill the roles, fall into proper positions. Derrick Jones didn't disappoint. Immediately hit big buckets. Also, two-way player, and this year has became an awesome spot up 3-point shooter. This guy is amazing how he has improved his 3-point shot this year. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. Being open, being ready, being confident. Phenomenal game, a phenomenal return. Moving on, Chris Dunn, being the pest that he is, being the dog, the aggressor, our enforcer. He set the tone during the first 2 quarters. Dallas was getting pretty much whatever they wanted. We were going back and forth. They were getting too many easy buckets. During the third quarter, it was a melee. Chris Dunn ended up being ejected, but it seemed like at that point in time, the Clippers decided, okay, enough is enough. We're gonna rally behind Chris Dunn. Despite what transpired, you got Dallas fans, you got Lucas staring Chris Dunn down as he heading back to the locker room from being ejected. And I believe we took that as disrespect. And that's the culture, and that's what's been missing from the Los Angeles Clippers DNA for the last previous seasons. At times with PG and the other guys that was on the previous rosters years past, we had that dog, we had that fight to come back at all times, but sometimes we can get punched in the mouth and intimidated. And at seeing Chris Dunn step up and fulfill that role, such as what Patrick Beverly, Pat Man did for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's just a overall surreal feeling. As a Los Angeles Clippers fan, I feel that we are now building that championship DNA, and we couldn't do it without Chris Dunn. So with his, presence, he makes an impact every night, whether he's impactful offensively or defensively. I believe he deserved first team, second team, all defense. This guy has been fantastic for us, and has led this Jeff Van Gundy defensive culture, and it has spread it throughout the whole roster from Norman Powell, James Harden, Avisa Zubac, and let's get into the beard. Let's get into Storm and Norman. When I told you, if it rains a little bit, all Norm has to do is get one or two, and then it's the storm. It's raining on their head. 29 points, easy. Norman Powell getting into the groove of things, coming off injury. This man is a bucket. He is a bucket. What do he say? Addition with subtraction. The Storm of Norman is definitely an all-star this year. You can't tell me too many shooting guards in the league starting this year that has had the start that Stormin Norman has had in this league thus far. 23 points per game. This man is a machine when it comes to creating his own shot, getting to where he needs to, also creating fouls. This man, the floater, I can't give him as much any. I can't give. I'm a loss for words as to how dynamic and how special Norman Powell is and what he has done in Kawhi's absence. Seeing him grow into that starter that he's been working his ass off to be is just fantastic. And now he's thriving, he's hungry, and he's looking for another championship ring. He has the championship pedigree. He was alone the claw when they captured gold and they put that ring upon their finger. Let's do it in Los Angeles. Into a dome, baby. Let's put a banner up. Let's go ahead and get that trophy. Now, can't forget the big man. Avis the Zoo Box. Shout out to Big Z, the anchor, the big man, one of the best big men in the league today, Western or Eastern Conference, double double, magnet. This man dominates on a nightly basis. Sometimes we get on Zoo head because he gives the other's opponent, a break. He doesn't go as hard as he should. We believe that Zubox, whenever he get the ball, he should dominate and take advantage, get as much touches up, get as much shots up around the basket, and pretty much be the second option in the offense. Sometimes he, get lackluster, get lazy at times, but this season, complete turnaround. The hands has been like glue. He touched the ball, he keeps the ball, he goes right, he goes left. He has a shimmy floater on each hand. Extremely dominant, putting people in the rim, snatching every board. As I said, double double, 21 points, 15 rebounds. Let's go, Vista Zubox. Let's get into some stats wide on. As you know, I always got to give you the stats, and I'll write mine down. So we're gonna get into the team stats. The Los Angeles Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Shot field goals. We shot up to 85 field goals, made 44 of them. That will leave us at 51% from the field. Fantastic. Take it every day, all day. We continue that. We're unstoppable. Moving on to the 3 point shooting, we had 3 point of 33 shots taken from the 3 point line. We capitalized on 14 of them, shooting a whopping percentage of 42% from the 3 point line. Let's go. That's being ready. That's going in and letting them fly and making sure you don't miss a shot. Hitting your target at all times. Shout out to them Clippers. Shout out to everybody that contributed. 42% from the 3 point line. Unstoppable if we can keep up that percentage. Moving on to free throws, most important in my book. 17 attempts, 16 made, 94% from the line. Come on now. Let's go. Come on now. You got 50 from the field. You got 40 from the three. You got 90 from the free throw line as a team. That's 50, 40, 90. Look, my Los Angeles Clippers is about to put the world on. Shh. Keep talking. I'm gonna go ahead and fill you in on the blanks. If you sleep, what's the motto, active fans? We'll wake them up. Now, going on to the assists as a team, we've got a whopping 30 assists as a team. That's fantastic. Rebounds, a total whopping 47 rebounds, with 39 of them coming defensively, with 8 of them coming offensively. Great job. 9 steals as a team. In the paint, we dominated 54 points, and that's owed to Big Zoo with that 21 and 15. Dominated the paint. They wasn't able to eat, nor was they able to score. So he collected all rebounds like a hungry hippo, and he dominated like he needed to, like he was hungry and he wanted to eat the whole buffet. So shout out to Big Zoo. dominating the paint, keeping them boys out of the paint with a whopping 54 points within the paint as the Los Angeles Clippers dominate as a team. Individual stats from our starters. We're going to start with Stormin' Norman. Stormin' Norman, whopping 38 minutes. That's a lot of minutes, but he made sure every one of them count. Ty Lue knew what to do. I think in the fourth quarter, he could have pulled him a little earlier. Let Jordan Miller get some burn. Let Bones Highland get some burn. Let Kai Jones get some run because we've put them away by the third quarter. It was really it wasn't too much of a game. Dallas did what they needed to do. They tried to hang in there, but we just overwhelmed them. The stats, as I read them off, should basically clarify that for you. So 38 minutes from Stormin' Norman, a whopping 29 points as well, with 5 of 6, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, no blocks, and a plus minus of 17. 17 a plus minus. That's what I'm talking about from our starting shooting guard and Stormin' Norman. Salute. Let's keep it going. We back at Dallas again. We'll be going ahead and giving you a preview to that one coming soon. Derrick Jones Jr. makes his return. In his return, we gotta be limited. I'm walking around trying to be quiet. You feel me? I'm in this hotel room, but hey, content coming to you wherever I'm at. Derrick Jones Jr. stepping up in his return. As you know, he will be low managed. You had a minutes restriction, 20 minutes played, a whopping 8 points, contributed pretty much all the way around the board with 1 assist, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, and plus minus of 14 during his play. So we have our starting small forward, our starting shooting guard, plus 17, plus 14. Come on now. Come on, Clipper Nation. Let's stand up and applaud, baby. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. It ain't about them. It's about us. Clip, 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 clip city. Let me break it down to you. As we move on to Big Zoo. Whopping 33 minutes played. Every minute when he needed. Every minute he made count. 21 points. Double, double. Add another one. I mean, he's definitely this season has to. Before I say that, let me make sure. I don't like to misquote. And put bad stats out there. We're gonna make sure, but he's been putting up double doubles like every single game. He has to have over 10 by now. 21 points, 1 assist, 15 rebounds, 2 steals, getting active in the passing lanes, making sure that he's running out to the 3-point line. Zubac is doing so much that is so underrated. In the stat sheets, it just don't get it all. You must watch the games. What he has done this season also should have consideration for as a big man as all stars consideration. Now, also a plus 15 during his play. So we got plus 15 from Visa Zubox, plus 14 from Derrick Jones Jr., and a plus 17 from Storm and Norman Powell. Moving over to the beer, our leader, the one that has sat there and put everything on his back, the triple double king next to Westbrook. James Harden, 36 minutes played. Too many minutes, Ty. Let's work on it. Too many minutes played from James Harden. I would like to see that at 32, and especially when we have, the game of the Raps. Like I said, we got Bones Highland, we got Jordan Miller. Let's give these guys opportunity to hold on to the game and show their talents as well. We don't want to run these guys or have no freak accidents. Just my concern. But James Harden, 36 minutes, 24 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, no block, but a whopping 19, plus 19 when on the floor. 19, 15, 14, 17 from your starters, folks. Dallas had no chance. Absolutely no chance. And if we play like this night in and night out, no team will. And take into consideration, Kawhi is not on this stat list. Listen, you call me foolish now, but this take may be going viral because, hey, like I said, I'm willing to put some bread on it. Kawhi Leonard will catapult us. We will be going to the ship. I'm looking forward to the Clippers taking over, man, and dominating the Western Conference for sure. Now, going on to Chris Dunn, 25 minutes, as you know, ejected in the game, third quarter. Contributed well in his timeout. 3 points, 6 assists, one steal, one rebound, one steal, plus 11 when he was on the floor. Despite the mishap, the unfortunate event, Chris Dunn was impactful. 11 plus 11 during his time on the floor. Take it every day, all day. Starters did what they needed to do to make a comfortable lead to allow us to prevail in Dallas. And the bench went ahead and put a stamp on it. Amir Coffey, how good has the Brewmaster been? Clipper Nation, how big has the Brewmaster been in Kawhi absent? How has he fulfilled his role to the fullest? Shout out to just the Brewmaster. He's been doubted amongst Clipper Nation. He's been the guy not talked about the most, but he never let that, you know, interfere with his focus. He never said, never sat there and got, you know, all moody at the end of the bench. He stayed grinding. He stayed ready, and he knew once he had the opportunity, he was going to show Clipper fans such as I and you his value. And 25 minutes out of Amir, 16 points, no rebounds, no, my bad, 3 steals, zero. Sorry about that, guys. 16 points, no rebounds, 3 assists, zero steals, zero blocks, plus 10 when on the floor. Amazing. Sorry for messing up your stats, Brewmaster, but we got it right, man. We're gonna make sure that the Brewmaster keep becoming one of the two or three guys in rotation, coming off the bench along with KPJ. I believe that that 1-2 punch has been major in our success this year. So, Nico, the answer, Mr. Reliable, always doing everything that needs to be done. 23 minutes played, 3 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, zero steals, one block, plus 5. Then we had KPJ. Not a big fan of the game that he put up. Nonetheless, KPJ is going to score. He's going to get buckets, but it does come at a cost. Um, Very turnover likely, but he had an okay game. 12 points, uh, zero rebounds, and 4 assists, zero steals, zero blocks, plus 4. Great output, made an impact in holding down the win. Mobamba, 15 minutes, 2 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, zero steals. 2 steals, zero blocks, plus 8 while he was on the floor. Great output overall from the Los Angeles Clippers, and dominating Dallas in field goal percentage. We kept at 39%, which is fantastic. 3-point shooting is what's most important as a team kept Dallas, which is a great 3-point shooting team, at 23%. Fantastic. Defense made a huge impact. Free throw line from Dallas, they shot 71%, only to collect a total of 40 rebounds, meaning that we out rebound them. Also, which we had 7 more of, and we had the same amount of steals, same amount of turnovers at 13. But the difference, guys, is like I said, Visa Zubac, and collectively our defensive, output to keep Dallas out of the paint, make them take jump shots. They were only to get 34 points within the paint, Shout out to the team collectively, but overall, Avisa Zubac putting up a huge double double with 21 points, also with 15 rebounds and two steals along that. So they had a lot to deal with. So we're gonna go ahead and end it, man. I got a lot to get to, as you see. I'm giving you this from the hotel room. It's my baby birthday tomorrow, but it's been long overdue. Got to get this content out to y'all. Stay with it all the time. Los Angeles Clippers, you know what it is. Clip, 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 clip city. You know the motto. Stay activated. It's your boy active at all times on the way out. Make sure you subscribe, like, and double back next time. We'll see you in a minute. Happy holidays. We out of here. Peace.